Good morning. Welcome back to your Festive Tech Calendar. This is our first weekly update show following last week's launch. My name is Adam Jackson, and she is...
I'm Amy Boyd.
Welcome back, Amy. Thanks for joining us again. We're really excited. We've had a wonderful first week of Festive Tech Calendar surprises, and in today's show, we're going to be welcoming back some of the people that contributed in our first week, as well as looking ahead at some of the surprises that are yet to come. So, Amy, shall we start by just saying a quick hello to Richard and Gregor from our Festive Tech Calendar team?
Of course, given all the hard work that's gone in. The first week has happened. There's been so much content. So yeah, it'd be great to say hi to them.
Hey guys,
Hi,
how's it going?
Good.
All good.
Good choices on festive jumpers. We're all looking quite festive here. I went for the footed reindeer. Very nice, Gregor. Big. More of a traditional pattern for you, Richard. A less sort of out there, but still very festive option. Nice.
That's amazing. And so how's actually we should have a look at everyone's as well. So come on, Amy, what have we got? We've got
I went for the food.
We've got sequin.
Yeah, a little bit of sparkle. It washes me out a little bit, this colour, but it's okay.
Oh, you're brilliant. I have to get out of my seat.
Christmas tree.
There we go.
Oh, and penguins. Very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
It's going. Yeah, had a bit of a problem this year because last year's ones mysteriously shrunk. So all new ones. Anyway, so on to the matter at hand. So Richard, how's everything been going this week? How's the first week of the Festive Tech Calendar been for you?
It's been amazing. Really enjoyed putting it all together this year. We're still waiting for some content, so if you haven't sent us your video or blog post, send it over. But it's just been absolutely amazing response from the community and everything. Just thanks everyone for watching, being part of it, and just continue to give us your support. It's awesome.
That is amazing. Also just to, congratulations to both of you for not only keeping on top of all of the content, but keeping the website built as well. And, and also keeping us updated and replying to my messages on Teams at, stupid o'clock in the morning. But it's been a wonderful team effort, and also just want to say a big thank you to a couple of the other people behind the scenes. Claire Smith, who runs our MVP program in UK and Ireland, and Sarah Allison, who is one of the marketing managers at Microsoft, who's really been helping coordinate with everyone this year to get the message out about and get all of the graphics in place and everything. So well done to everyone. So are we ready to see today's reveal? I think we've got some. I think it's we may have 4 items today, if I'm not mistaken. I've squeezed another one in the video. Let's see what we've got. Wow, so that's a quadruple play. So we've got Jess Navaranjan with Power Apps and Mixed Reality. We've got a Festive Ask Me Anything with Scott Hanselman. We've got Sam Corgan with Azure Infrastructure as a code. And I will also be meeting the team behind Seasons of Serverless for a quick preview of what they're doing. So lots and lots of content to come today. Richard, Gregor, thank you, as always. We're looking forward to seeing you throughout this month as well, and seeing all the wonderful contributions in. And again, as Richard said, if you are one of the contributors and you haven't sent us your video or your blog post, then do it now. Get it out the way. You'll be able to enjoy the month much better when you've done that. But also thank you as well. Richard and Gregor, we will see you soon.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
So, Amy, are we ready to meet our panel for this morning?
I think we are. I mean, just want to throw a shout out there. Really excited to watch Jessie's content on power apps and mixed reality. So, and it was when I was to the power platform space, and she just opened my eyes to so many things that I didn't even realize were possible. So definitely check out her article. Like, really excited for that. So glad to see that's in today.
Wow, and so we have our guests with us now. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
To rearrange that so you're all on top. So a very special hello. So should we let you all introduce yourselves? I think that everyone here last week, if you haven't watched last week's launch episode, by the way, you really must, because we had the wonderful Isadora with us last week, and not only did she come on the show and talk about why Festive Tech Calendar is so important, but she also debuted her Festive poem. And if you haven't watched that, you need to go on the Festive Tech Calendar website, click on day one, and watch that, because it is absolutely epic. And I still don't understand how you managed to do it in one take, because it's long, but there you go. Isadora, for everyone that hasn't met you, would you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, hi, Adam. Hi, Amy. And hi, everybody who is watching or listening to the show. It's, again, an absolute privilege to be part of this wonderful global cloud family and to be, again, on the show today. So just quickly, my name is Isadora Katanic. You can call me Izzy. And I'm based in a little village close to Basel, Switzerland. And yeah, yet again, I'm super excited for everything that's coming up for the rest of December.
But no snow today, is he?
No snow, unfortunately. No, unfortunately not.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to keep giving us updates. We just have fog here in the UK already. That's normal, isn't it?
I'll promise next time there's snow again, I will again write you a handwritten note in the snow. Okay?
Yes, please. So next, let's meet Derek.
Hello, I'm Derek Campbell. I'm a CI/CD architect at Octopus Deploy, and I'm also a Microsoft certified trainer. Really looking forward to this. Some of the sessions already have been really great. I actually I've loved Izzy's poem. I have to say I had a hearty laugh at fixing your grandma's IT problems. So yeah, really excited on what's coming up as well.
Thank you, Derek. And I just realised when I brought your name up before, I wrote CD/CD architect. So let's fix that. There we go.
Adam and Amy, thanks for having me on.
Of course, always.
Great to have you with us. And last but not least, Sam.
Oh, hi. Good morning. My name is Sam Erskine. I'm based out in the UK, public speaker, author, and geek by day, freak by night. Few people know what that means, but if you don't, you'll need to look me up. And I've got to say, you all look fabulous. And Adam, love the improvisation on the fly. I would love to do a session on stage with you, because I know no demo could ever go wrong. Looking forward to this week. That autocorrect was amazing. That's all I'm going to say.
Wonderful. So you've all made contributions this week, but I think Amy wants to ask you a bit more about what your highlights are.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, there has been so much, right? I have the website in front of me. For those who haven't been to the website, festivetechcalendar.com, go click on each of the presents in the calendar, and it'll open up and it will give you the 3 or maybe 4 items like today that you can view. And there is just so much good stuff. I know a few, but I think we prefer to hear from our guests. So who should we go for first? Let's jump in at Derek first, as you're in the middle there. What's been your favourite highlight of the week so far?
There's been so many, to be honest. They're all really top quality, but I would actually have to say Sam's session with Richard and Gregor. That was definitely my favourite. I think there's always a great focus on technology, but like that where you're actually talking about giving people career advice. I think it's a person of a certain age that obviously didn't go to university and do computing science. So it's great to hear that, and then obviously how successful everyone is. So yeah, obviously I love the people bit, but there's also I just want to make one shout out to Donna's one on just being present. I think that's such a good one from a people bit. That is absolutely fantastic. But definitely check out Sam's one, particularly if you're looking at that. And Izzy's poem is brilliant. To be honest, just look at them all. But at the same time, it's I definitely think Sam's is my favourite, but Donna's blog comes a close second. Just check out those lots of great content.
That's great stuff. If you are new to Festive Tech Calendar, you want to find out more about it, it's not just technical content. And as Derek just highlighted, actually some of the really amazing content in there is all about well-being, careers, building yourself up, personal development. 2020 has been what's felt like a very year, and so taking this time to be retrospective and kind of build on that personal development is certainly something I'm working on at the moment, and all of this great content has been so useful. So thank you so much, Derek, for sharing, and also giving a big shout out to Sam as well at the same time. Sam, we will come to you in just a moment, but over to you. Other than your own poem, obviously, what was your favorite highlight of last week?
Yeah, so what I really love about this year's tech calendar, like last year, it was purely focused on Azure, right? So this year, it's really a variety of content, and not only deep technical, there's also on soft skills, personal development. There's so much more to watch and to read. And I think one of my personal highlights is, I believe it was also on day one, was Dwayne Netwick with the 12 paths to certification. That one to me was really hilarious. Like I had to watch it twice and I kept on laughing. I just love the guts he showed there. And yeah, so if you haven't seen it, make sure you go to the website or the YouTube channel to check it out. Then one which Derek has also highlighted is also the well-being blog by Donna. I think that's something which now is even more relevant than ever. One of the key takeaways I had there, which I personally loved to read and think about. So at one point, Donna writes, by saying no to a community activity, so whether if it's like speak at the conference or whatever, by saying no, you're actually giving somebody else an opportunity. And I just love that approach. So to feel like less guilty whenever you say no to something is you're actually presenting the opportunity to someone else. So I think that's a great takeaway. And yeah, overall, it's just the amount of effort that everybody has put in, like wearing their festive jumpers, setting up the Christmas tree, maybe also people who aren't celebrating Christmas but still manage to give it like that beautiful extra touch. So yeah, it's just too much to name, but I'm loving it so far, and I cannot wait to see what's more to come.
Love that. That's so good. And yeah, I guess as well, Donna's article was so relevant because a lot of the people who have made the Festive Tech Calendar happen are as community heroes in some senses, who take a bit of time that you've now provided. Hopefully, if not, remember, we need your articles quick and fast. But if you have already, this is your time now to relax, to be present. So I thought Donna's article was in that. That's lots of good insights. And last of course not least, Sam, we're over to you. What has been your highlight of the last week, other than your own?
Well, first of all, thank you very much, Derek, for the shout out. I've got to say that I enjoyed that session because I got to find a little bit more about Richard and Gregor, and so it was fantastic. But I'm getting a bit shy here. But I've got to say, following that same theme, I've been to a lot of technical sessions and I've played back some of them, but the mental toughness session of the podcast from Penny Mallory, if I'm getting her surname right, I thought that was amazing because in the midst of everything that's going on, especially in our world, we always have to act tough, but we all go and cry privately, silent cries, I'll call it. So I think it was very apt. that, she was given some great advice around that, because combine it with career, combine it with Easy's poem, combine it with all of the technical content out there, we are going through a very, very mentally tough period. So that was my favorite session, because it's everlasting, and I think it can go across all festive sessions. But big shout to Derek as well. Your session was my favorite as well.
I knew I liked you for a reason, Sam.
Can I just quickly add to that one, Derek? I also watched, of course, bits and pieces of your session. I love how you dressed up like Santa with the beard and everything. That was also really funny.
I've actually got it here. I can stick it on quickly if he's want.
There we go.
Right,
That's
okay, here
gorgeous.
goes.
You put on yours.
There we go.
Wow.
Santa's really needs some storage.
I was going to say, Santa needing some storage, to be fair. Yeah, one of my highlights, one I had on my list just down here, not just because of the fantastic Northern Lights that you had behind you at the start, but also the amazing attire. But Azure Storage is so bread and butter to, that's slang in the UK, for sort of the basics almost, the level set, the thing that you always need, right? You always need some form of storage in the cloud potentially. And so I just thought it was really good to just level set on all these terms, particularly the like V1 versus V2. Like, what does V2 even mean? Like, where have we gone with that if you're new to the cloud? So yeah, I thought you did a wicked job. And then Sam, calling out Penny. It is some amazing content, and the short podcast that she did for us was specifically for the tech calendar. And if you want to find out more, go to pennymallory.co.uk to find out a little bit more about her. She's an amazing lady. If you have a chance to kind of read up on her, she's done some incredible stuff. So definitely is interesting to share their thoughts for. So yeah, no. All great ones. The only other one, Adam, have we got time? Can I share one of my other ones?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, fabulous. Don't want to be, derailing us. One of my other ones was Neri doing Power Ups for Kids. I've actually had the chance to see that kind of live in the London Actor a while back. But Rory does such a good job to get all of our children involved as well. So if anyone out there is looking for something to do with your children this weekend, this evening, whatever, I highly recommend that. He does such a good job, and there's so many exciting things that children can build with Power Apps as well. So definitely a call out on that piece. Was that day 2? Yeah, day 2.
Yeah, day 2. Yeah, Rory's awesome. He does so much stuff. He's also a regular with the Microsoft Reactor team as well. So he'd done a lot of in-person activities, and now it's virtual as well, which is really awesome. So great to see him on here.
What about you, Adam? Do you have a favourite that we've not mentioned?
I knew you were going to ask. This is really difficult. I always like, because I am probably more over to like the sort of IT pro rather than developer side when we talk about the skill set. So I obviously like seeing that sort of, the stuff that's sort of relevant to my interest area, but I do like to be challenged as well. So I really liked, as well as the wonderful well-being content, and there's much more awesome stuff to come. I really enjoyed, I think Pete did a session on building a robot arm. That was Pete Gallagher. That was really cool. I think because I've been following a lot of the conversations around how we can use the Internet of Things to make life better. So I'm really interested in that area. And in fact, we actually have an IoT cloud skills show later in the week that Pete Gallagher is going to be hosting, and one of our guests is actually an MV. He's a Microsoft MVP, and what the guest Clifford is a pilot for a major UK airline. Guess who? And he actually built a real prosthetic arm for someone using 3D printing, and we'll have his story on Thursday. So I think anything in that area I'm really passionate about, just because of the scope to make life better. And you know, and it's also you know, it's good to see some old friends as well. So that, like Mr. Ed Baker that we used to work with as well. He was on day 4, I think. So
in a Christmas jumper.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So yeah, it's been wonderful actually seeing this, and also wonderful sort of meeting new people as well, because as we've published all of these things, we, you know, my team, her, you know, Sarah, Alison, who's the marketing person at Microsoft, and myself, we've actually been emailing every single person to sort of say, you know, here's some graphics you can use, here's a video that you can use, and we've been getting to know new people that we haven't met before around the world. And that's what I really love about this is it's not just people we already know, it's not just people in the UK, it's a global event, and it is for everyone, and it's really accessible. So yeah, really difficult to make a decision.
I know. I did only ask for one. No,
Sorry.
It's too hard. I know. Thank goodness everyone else picked the ones I already had on my list, laundry list down here. But also, that was Thursday, Greenwich Mean Time, wasn't it? GMT for the Cloud Skills IoT show.
It is, yes.
Fabulous.
So it's you can find that on Learn TV, and also through all of your favorite Microsoft developer channels as well.
Brilliant. Oh, well, I think we did a good recap there. I'm excited for next week's. This keeps me on my game as well. Like I'm like looking at all the content then.
The moral of the story that I got was actually that you just got to you've got to watch all of them. You've got to open all of the boxes. You shouldn't do that. You should open one per day. But if you've got for a couple of days, just open them all in one go.
Indeed.
Just like the chocolates. I can see you've got your real festive tech calendar behind you, Sam. Oh, we've got that. So,
yes.
Well, the chocolate is available. And Sam, I make you big for a second. We've got there's a beautiful calendar behind you as well, but doesn't have technology in it, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's just got a lot of personality in it. So that's as much as I'm giving away. But it was a great idea, similar to what Gregor and Richard have done with this festive calendar. If you run out of ideas, I found out that you could actually get an empty box and fill it yourself with whatever you want to put it in there. And it allowed me to share some personal gifts and also some joking gifts in there as well, because a present a day for 24 days, that's pretty tough. Mm-hmm. So I had to improvise. But I've got to say a big thank you to Gregor and Richard for this event, because I've presented in a lot of places, and it's always difficult to try and find that balance between giving and promoting. So this allows us to give without feeling like we're promoting somebody or something else. So that's what, you know, I wanted to give the biggest shout out to, that we have the opportunity to give around this time of the year.
Oh, thank you so much. That's wonderful. It's really great to have you all part of this as well. And, you know, on a personal level, for me, I love the fact that I have been able to bring something, and you know, Amy's bringing stuff as well. So, you know, it's also some of the team here at Microsoft, we've been able to give something on our own side back, which hasn't necessarily been a piece of content, but sometimes it's just been helping behind the scenes. Although I have to say, Amy, you're going to be in some content in the next couple of weeks, aren't you?
I think so.
We spoke about safety people, and they said that it would be okay. So
yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I can't wait for the retrospective show on that as well, and how people might comment.
Oh,
surprises!
We'll not say any more. Well, I think we're almost out of time, so I think we just need to say thank you to our panel today. So we just get a personal thank you from each of you. So first of all, thank you from Sam as well, and make sure you follow Sam on Twitter. There's his Twitter handle as well, and look at that wonderful calendar as well behind him. That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.
Really great to have you on the show. Hope to have you on again soon. And then finally to Isadora, thank you for the second week running for supporting us as well. And by the way, I don't know if we said this, but you must watch Isadora's poem from day one. If you haven't watched it, it is absolutely epic. So thank you
so much, Adam and Amy, and also again a special shout out to Greg and Richard, who are literally bringing the global community together. So thanks, everyone.
Wonderful. Well, we have one more thing before we go, but we'll say goodbye to all of you because we're going to play a video now. And that video is about Seasons of Serverless. And Seasons of Serverless is something that the Microsoft team and the community have been putting together. It's something for people who might want to get a bit more hands-on with some of the serverless technologies in Azure. It's also for people who love cooking. Now, I would have loved to have people on live, but they were in America. So so I filmed this last night, and we hope you enjoy this video. And thank you everyone for joining us. Okay, so thank you for joining us, and we have been joined by two amazing co-workers of mine, the wonderful Chloe Condon and Jen Looper. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us. And by the way, we recorded this because it is the middle of the night for you right now, so you haven't got up and like got really great amazing natural light artificially, but yes. So before we talk about Seasons of Serverless, I'd love just to get a quick introduction for people that don't know you, and we start with Jen.
Sure. So hi, everyone. My name's Jen Looper. I'm on the academic team at Microsoft, and we have a whole bunch of really great cloud advocates on the team who are all about dealing with faculty and students and teaching and learning and just helping students become their best selves and faculty teach those awesome students. So that's what we do.
Thank you, Jen. And over to Chloe.
Yeah, so I work on the academic team with Jen. I'm a cloud advocate, and we have a really cool job because we get to work with very smart, amazing students who are building really, really cool projects. And the thing that we're working on this holiday season is no exception. We get to work with some very smart, talented MSAs, and these projects involve two of my favorite things, students and carbs. So I'm having a great time.
That is absolutely amazing. So so let's get straight into it. So we've got the Festive Tech calendar, which is running as well, and also Seasons of Serverless. So for people that haven't heard yet, what exactly is Seasons of Serverless?
Right. Well, Seasons of Serverless is sort of an offshoot of a program that we did last year on the team and with the whole of cloud advocacy involved, which was called 25 Days of Serverless. And it was all during December, 25 days of challenges around serverless things. So we had a whole storyline about how there was a Grinch who had stolen the holidays, and we had to find a way for the holidays to come back using serverless solutions. So it was all about learning about regional traditions. And we realized that we wanted to do something like that this year, but we didn't want to do 25 days because it was really a lot and it was a huge group effort. But we thought maybe we could do something a little bit more focused and focus on a weekly challenge, start at the end of November, go towards the beginning of January, which added up to 7 weeks. So if we have one challenge a week, that would be sort of 7 serverless challenges. And then I think it must have been lunchtime because I thought, really, we should make this food oriented, right? So it turned into Seasons of Serverless, and we decided to focus specifically on food traditions around the world.
And what's great is seasons. You can't spell seasons greetings without seasoning. No. Seasonings greetings. But it's been so fun because we really wanted to make sure that this holiday project was inclusive of all different kind of holiday celebrations and cultures. And personally, I've been learning so much, not only about festive holiday traditions, but also food traditions. And my grocery list has gotten a lot longer on some of these things that I want to purchase to eat at home. Because of course I've had a Turkish kebab before, but I need to have ladoos in my life now. And all these projects help us make this food. So that freshman 15 of COVID is coming here quickly, I think.
It's coming back, yeah. And we're so happy to engage with the student ambassadors. So there are, I think, 3,500 student ambassadors affiliated with Microsoft. Soon the program will be something like 5,000, and they're from all over the world. And we thought, we've got to engage these folks. They're our great fan base, and they love to work with us, and we love to work with them. And so we just kind of asked, hey, kids from India, kids from Turkey, let's go and create something fun. And they did.
And something that I love about these projects, personally, my background is from the entertainment field. So a lot of the projects and things that I like to build kind of have a sense of humor behind them. And what's been really cool about these projects is we're building different things with Azure, using Azure functions, cognitive services, all sorts of different things that we use in programming on a day-to-day basis. But there's a really fun element adding food to it. So for example, having an entire database full of images of donut holes and ladoos to help determine donut hole or ladoo is a little bit more fun than seeing a bunch of retail SKUs and trying to figure out how our AI services work that way. So it's a great introduction for either people who are new to serverless or students or folks who want to learn more about it to really have fun. And if you take a look at some of our videos, you can even solve the popular meme fried chicken or golden retriever puppy or pan chocolate sloth baby with some of these fun things. And I think that's really the key to working with students and teaching students is finding the fun and finding kind of the joy and learning these deeply technical concepts. So now we get to do that and have yummy treats involved in our data sets and our functions. And it's really fun to see functions called that are things like extra meat or extra chili or turkey brine, not usually the kind of keywords that you're using on a typical project.
Well, that sounds absolutely amazing. So, how can people get involved? Where do people go to find out more about Seasons of Serverless?
Right, so we're parked right on GitHub. So if you go to aka.ms/seasons of serverless, one whole word, you're going to find that the GitHub is going to be listing one challenge per week, started at the end of November. So we're in week 3 right now. And right now, your challenge is to figure out how to create the longest kebab in the whole universe, because our student ambassador from Turkey was really excited to present this special festival in the birthplace of kebabs, which is to make the longest kebabs. So we have a serverless challenge all focused around this thing. But watch this GitHub repo, and you'll find all the challenges, and then the week after the challenge comes out, all the solutions.
And you get a recipe as well. That is absolutely amazing. Wow.
Well, there's some really great recipes that were produced for our first challenge, which was creating the perfect turkey brine. It was our North American student ambassadors launching right before Thanksgiving. And this is actually a super useful thing to have a serverless function that you can just ping saying, I have a 10-pound turkey or a 120-pound turkey, and I need to have the proper amount of brine for this thing. So very useful. We're creating useful content, Chloe.
Yeah, there's a lot of practical applications. And we've been posting these teaser videos weekly, and then we're posting the solution. But I'm very excited for folks to see our solution for our current challenge. No spoilers, of course. I want to make it fair for everyone. But it was really interesting talking about the world's longest kebab, because truly, it's a community-built kebab, so it's kind of this open-source kebab. Cecil and Barish and I were talking about, okay, how do you cook something like this? And what if one is more undercooked than the other? How do you think through these problems? And there's all sorts of health things, right? Like you can't have too much pepper. Like there's FDA things issued on having it too spicy or not spicy enough. So truly, when Barish made this project, he's designing this project so Adana, where they make the world's longest kebab in this festival each year, can be successful in making sure that all of the amounts are correct and work. So it's cool to see all of these kind of practical application things that we can use in the real world. So I can't wait till 2021 next year when they have the festival and they're using Barish's algorithm
That's
to
right.
determine exactly, okay, what's going to be the safe amount of pepper. We don't want too much onion. And I'm really, really excited that hopefully kebab ops will be a thing after we publish the solution to this post, because we had this great conversation with Cecil about like, yeah, if you're building, the world's longest kebab, how do you make sure, like in a proper way, that everybody knows their task, what they need to do? Like, how do you cook it correctly? There's so many interesting problems to solve with a kind of bizarre use case like this.
And you can always check out the community solutions that are being submitted every week. One came in today that made me laugh so much, because it was calculating with a math equation the circumference of the kebab times the number of meat chunks plus the vegetable. Oh my goodness, it got really severely detailed, and I was very impressed, honestly. So yeah, watch the Hall of Fame, and please feel free to jump in and add your own contribution.
Wow, that's amazing. So there is the roll of honor. So well done to everyone that's completed one so far. I mean, for me, I'm thinking, like the turkey one was first, but I might wait until closer to Christmas, because we have our turkey on December the 25th in the UK. Well, I'm not cooking it this year, so but I might pass the recipe on. That is absolutely amazing, and so it's great to see so many people from the community interacting with that as well. And I know that that last year, some wonderful stories that came out from people around the world interacting with that. I think the other thing that I love is, is just the infusion of technology and culture here as well. That's really, really important. And well done to you and all the team for putting this together. So this is continuing until January, right?
Week of January, right? We wanted to just catch, and I think that first week of January is going to be our students from Africa, who have a very special challenge. So lots and lots of things to look forward to. Next week after Turkey, we have our friends from LATAM, and I'm not going to say anything more because no more spoilers.
Okay, no secret. So you've got to go back to aka.ms/seasons of serverless. Yes. And that is the GitHub, and you'll also find all of the videos on there. And we have had week 1 and week 2, and the solutions for week 1 and week 2 are up, but don't you dare watch them until you've tried them out. And we're on week 3 now. Well, huge thank you for joining us today, both of you. So thank you, first of all, to Jen for being. Thank you.
Dodging the sun here.
And thank you for Chloe as well. And also, I'm really glad that we could record this yesterday and not during the middle of the night for you, as you can see through the sun, because you're both based over in the United States. So thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you again later this month. Maybe we can talk a bit more later in the series about how things are going.
I think we have to test the recipes. We should have a British baking show, except for like massive international cuisine.
Oh, I love it.
Azure Bake Off.
We've got to have a hashtag for that. But in the meantime, the hashtag for this is Seasons of Serverless. And thank you both for joining us. We will see you again very, very soon.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, wasn't that amazing?
So much talk of food. I'm like really hungry now.
I know. I know. And there was so many comments as well, and we had some comments on our internal chat as well. And actually, going to add the folks back in just to talk quickly about that. So, first of all, lots of love, lots of love for the kebab. Kebab Ops. So I'm hearing Kebab Ops meetup in Glasgow coming soon. And lots of other wonderful comments as well throughout the show that I just had a little look through what people have been saying on Twitch about us as well. So lots of comments about the prosthetic arm that I was talking about earlier. Also, people like Chloe's glasses as well. That's amazing too. It's really great to have the interaction. So thanks for everyone that's joined us on the live chat. What do people think of Seasons of Serverless? Is it something that everyone's going to try, even if just for the recipes?
I'm definitely going to try it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try it. Sounds like a good night out in Glasgow.
Amazing. Do you know? I will just share the link that one more time. So it is ak.ms/seasons of serverless, and so we will get that link put up as well online. And why can't I bring up the link on screen? There we go. Click on it. There we go. There it is. Seasons of serverless. So do check that out if you want to do some hands-on activity. And actually, as Chloe and Jen said, a lot of that was put together by Microsoft student ambassadors. So huge thank you to everyone from that community as well for building that amazing activity. So as for today, we're almost out of time, but couldn't leave you without just a few little announcements about things that are coming up. So first of all, today in less than 2 hours, we will be streaming again. And that will be the Tech Days Security Edition. So please go to this website, ak.ms/tech-days/security if you're interested. This show is aimed at people who consider themselves to be in IT, an IT professional or in IT operations already, but looking to find out a bit more about security. And so we've got some wonderful sessions and some speakers from the community on that. And I will not be presenting, but I will be producing that as well. I'm really looking forward to bringing that to you later today. And then, as if that wasn't enough, even later on at 5 p.m. GMT, 9 a.m. Pacific, we have a special Ask Me Anything with Scott Hanselman. And I think we're all really excited about that. I know everyone's been talking about that on Twitter. I'm really excited about it. So that's later today. And actually, Chloe, who you saw earlier, she is going to be hosting that and asking Scott the questions. But you can submit your questions already using the hashtag FestiveAMA on Twitter. But please do join us later on Learn TV. The link is there, aka.ms/festive/Learn TV, or just search for Learn TV. You'll find us. We will have the live chat switched on at that time, and we can put your questions through to Scott. And it is not anything, but anything tech related or to do with tech careers or diversity inclusion. We would love to hear your questions, or even just what you're doing for the holidays, Scott, as well. We can ask that too. So please put your questions forward later on. And then the final thing that I want to talk about, I feel like I'm going through a newsletter here, is Cloud Skill Show, which we mentioned earlier, which is this Thursday with Pete Gallagher, who actually I know is in the live chat somewhere. So thank you, Pete, for all of your comments this morning as well. And we will see you later on. The Cloud Skills Show, for people that don't know, is a weekly program which is always on at that time, 2 p.m. GMT, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And the idea of the Cloud Skills Show is for you to learn something new about a new topic every week, but most of all, meet the communities behind them. So we're going to be talking to loads of people who are doing amazing things with the Internet of Things, including Clifford that I mentioned earlier. And we've got a wonderful video actually that we made about his experience, which you can't wait to show you later on. Oh, well, okay, so I think
we need that and breathe.
I think that is all literally all we've got time for. I think we're just about to be disconnected from Learn TV. Now slot has run out, so I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for watching this weekly update, and thank you to our guests today as well. I know that Sam had to drop off, but thank you to Derek and Isadora for staying with us. And of course, a special thank you to Richard and Gregor for making this all possible, and to my co-host Amy as well. So we will see you again. Do not forget festivetechcalendar.com every day, 10 a.m. Also follow what is it? It's Cloud Family. I'm just going to bring that up. Cloud Family with a little underscore at the start. Cloud Family. There we go. That is the Twitter handle. Every day at 10 a.m. you will see updates. And finally, if you follow the MS Dev UK, You'll also see some highlights from the communities that are bringing those stories to you every day. So they'll be sharing content every day. And of course, this program is on every Tuesday at 10 a.m. GMT, and the reveal itself 10 a.m. GMT every single day of the week. So please stick with us. Please keep sharing #Festive Tech Calendar and keep watching. And above all, enjoy the month. It's a really fun month. It's great to have all this content. It's great to end the year with a bit of a smile. And keep wearing your festive sweaters. I need to go and buy some more. Yeah, it's the rule. You can only go on the show if you have a festive sweater. You're not allowed on otherwise. Okay, so that's all we've got time for. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks
care.
so much.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
soon.
See you later.
Bye.